Hello viewers, today we're going to do some blade swapping with this Honeywell Oscillating pedestal fan. I did convert it to the desk or tabletop mount so it fits on the video frame easier. Let's start it off on high with the standard blade. It's rated for 0.35 amps. Motor gets up to speed real quick. And we get 0.29 amps on the meter. And airflow it's good. It's very noisy, but it's a very steady, and it's pretty strong breeze. I can feel it easily all the way across the room. Not a lot of variance in the speeds though. That's down to medium, which is 0.23, and low, which is 0.22. So that leads me to believe that the motor could handle more pitch on the blades, or even a larger blade. Let's try it without the guard, just for comparative purposes. Actually, there's a much bigger difference than I thought there would be. It is a fair bit stronger. I wasn't expecting that, really. I knew there would be some difference, but I wasn't expecting much. Okay. So let's start with this goof blade. We may have an issue with the blades kind of spinning on the shaft because these all require the little piece of, well, that little bar to be there, whereas this doesn't have that, so we'll just have to make sure that it goes tight. This is metal in here. It's a metal thread on a metal thread, so I'm not worried about making it a little bit tighter than I normally would. I don't think it'll be an issue. Okay, here we go. I'll put the guard on, just I don't trust these stupid blades. Okay, there's the high. And actually the performance is very similar. Power draw is 0.29 amps, which I think is the same. It's a little bit quieter. The noise level is kind of inconsistent though, because some of the blades are a little bit bent, so you can even hear that as it's going around. I don't think the air travels quite as well as it does with the other blade, but up close it really feels pretty similar. I'm surprised at how comparable it is. Huh, that's interesting. Medium, which is 0.23, which I think is the same, and low, which is 0.21. Not much difference in the speeds. Huh. So the blades are very similar in terms of performance. Very interesting. Now let's try it with a more traditional blade. Try it with this one. I think we should notice a bigger difference this time. I think that's going to be a pain to get off, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. Okay, let's start it off with the high. Okay, so it's still got up to speed pretty fast, 0.29 amps, which is the same, and airflow is, it's more. This is definitely stronger now. It's still holding that property of being very steady and not gusty at all. I think this is definitely stronger right up front. Yeah, it is. There's a little bit more air now. Surprised it's not drawing any more power. And across the room, I think I feel a little bit more air. Definitely quieter. Power draw is the same, and there's not a lot of difference in the speeds. I think it definitely moves more air with this blade. Which I kind of expected it would. This blade has a lot more surface area to it to grab the air. Well, since none of those blades seem to cause much of a load on the motor, let's go to a bigger one. Let's try, well, I haven't tried this one on any of the fans yet. I'm going to have to take the guard off. Set it to high. And now we're having a little bit of an inconsistency because there's no guard in the way to restrict the airflow, but whatever. Okay, let's try that. That's obviously much more load on the motor. That's 0.37 amps. And it's not moving much air, so it definitely can't handle that. Which is no surprise, I think we knew that. Well, anyways, so that's interesting. All the blades drew pretty much the same amount of power, but this one definitely threw more air. I really do have to question the aerodynamic designs that go into some of these fans. Some of them just don't make any sense to me. Because the pitch on this is really pretty shallow. You know, compared to something like this, which has a pretty good pitch, this just doesn't. I think if this was pitched twice as much, this could move some serious air, but I don't know. Seems to me like there's just not enough pitch.